Right. So now our next part of the question is when we use principles and also do we feel happy when we follow principles? The answer is very obvious. The principle of being a happy person is to following the principles, and that depends the person who is very well disciplined, who has certain goals and agenda of the life or in particular area in the life. If that person does not have any mission or any self-motivating agenda, then that will be difficult to follow any principle. In other sense, the principle of success always relate with very organized way of thinking of pattern. And organized way of thinking of pattern is if you are setting your goals, your annually goals, your monthly goals, your weekly task, you are keeping the management of your time, how you will keeping the pace, how you are self motivating to accomplish your aspirations of dreams. So these are all will impact you to follow the principles. Now some principles you apply on yourself, on to for your personal productivity. Some principles of success are related to other people or other objects. For example, if you want to enhance your personal productivity, then you must follow the principle of personal vision and also principles of personal leadership, the principle of personal management. That's entirely what Dr. Stephen Covey is saying will enhance or boost your personal productivity, or it will leverage your private victory. So now once you get the private victory, or you are purifying your heart, your mind on a personal level, then the next level of consciousness, next level of success is your interdependent success, or what Dr. Stephen is saying is a public victory. Now, public victory is a big phenomena, is a vast spectrum which your success lies. But its origin is your personal purification. After your purification of your heart, you start to influence on public, on people outside of your personality or your character. These include your spouses, your parents, your siblings, your children, your relatives, your friends, your colleagues. That's all comes now. And now you need to follow these principles, and these principles are also called the principles of interdependent, the principles of interpersonal leadership, the principle of creative cooperation, the principle of self renewal, etc. And but these principles, and there are many things as well, of course, but these principles, if you are following with the ideas which are like you must be a courageous person, you must be full of integrity, you must stick what you are going to achieve in your life. For example, if you have decided to lose your weight, then you must balance your diet, doing the proper exercise, doing the meditation, purifying your thoughts. These are all related to your well-being and healthy conscious body. And then you will start to lose your weight, and you will following the principle of private victory, that why you want to lose weight, what is the outcome of this goal, and how much you want to lose your weight, what you will be doing after this goal. So that's the whole personal vision will be incorporated by your truthfulness, of course, your self discipline, your choice to choose different things in your life, you how much you are balanced between your other roles in your life, and how much you are learning, how much you are loving towards your goals to accomplish them, and etc. The same thing if you are trying to achieve some relationship improvement. Let's say a bit between you and your boss or your director or your manager, uh, or CEO, or your wife or your husband or your partner. So you need to follow obviously the principles of victory, public victory, which I say you must be empathetic person. You should have a passion of synergy. You need to think based on philosophy, think win-win. Also trust, principle of trust, and trust is itself uh, a huge a big concept, and within the trust you need to follow, there are so many values and so many ideas you need to follow, and that has to be repeatedly until it becomes your habit. So that's all things are reinforce each other. All things which I'm discussing, principles, values, laws, that are interlinked as well. So, but obviously, the passion, the force behind is the principles. Once you decided the principle, then you start and you finding and you are applying the right principle to the on the right thing, which is based on your vision. Then obviously that will lead you towards the success, and these are the very important thing. Now, the same thing, the next part of the question, how the principle play important role uh, in order to achieve success is very much I have explained already, that if you are not following the principle or even the natural principles, then or the law of nature, law of physical objects, law of uh, not only the physical object but laws between the humans, because our interactions are between humans, and then obviously uh, you will be on the path of mediocrity, unfortunately. And no matter you are a good in one area of your life, in a personal capacity, or maybe you are a good in a public, but overall you will be a fault person, and you will not be a complete what we call a whole person. That will be the outcome. So in order to achieve or to become a whole person, which your body, mind, heart, spirit will work together, and your all intelligences work together to empower your personal growth, and that leads to your public victory. That will become a whole notion of success and its achievement. So, but the principles are behind it, yeah. And the last part of your question is what are the principles of success, and all principles are made for success, isn't it? uh, I don't think so. All principles are for the success. Many people they have claimed that their principles are principles for their success, but uh, that can be a man-made principle, or just a self-talk with any person, and he is or she is claiming that that is a principle. I believe many criminal have also principles and certain values, and they are very firm to believe on them, and they do and they commit crimes, or they destroy in some part of other person, or even themselves, because of their certain rigid negative thought, type of pattern which they are uh, calling them as a principles, or certain values. But I'm talking about the principle based vision, with that principle, which are natural laws, which are the natural, which nature or God has given us. That I have explained already in earlier part of my thing. What are these? So not all principles are called principle, but we are talking about natural principle, which are self-evident, which are universal, which are very embodied with the people of human nature. So these principles um, are also independent of religion, regions, language. They are everywhere in any part of the world, and that we need to follow. That's why success does not depend on any religion or any region or any culture or civilization. It is a overall universal pattern of success. But the principles are behind it. I hope it clarifies, and I have tried to explain briefly, not in detail. Thank you very much.